Welcome everyone to Actually Real Wrestling, the alternative to the alternative. We are fired up, ready to go, ready to bring you a full hour of Fire Pro Wrestling action. And we are coming to you live from Full Sail University, streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Shout out to Bo Guetta, Big Bad J Rad in the chat. What is up? Thank you for being here. Also want to welcome our newest followers, Hypno Bedhead and Coco Sports, fellow Fire Pro streamer. Thanks for following and looking forward to bringing you an awesome action. The first night in the actual heavyweight championship tournament to crown the first ever actual heavyweight champion. It'll take the better part of the next couple of months. It all kicks off with first round action tonight. We have 4 top tier main event quality matches for you. In our opening bout, we will have Kofi Kingston taking on Brock Lesnar. And we will then wind it back to the WWF days. The Macho Man Randy Savage taking on the Dragon Ricky Steamboat. In our third match, it will be the Kingslayer Seth Rollins, WWE Universal Champion, taking on his recent rival Bray Wyatt. And in our main event, the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi, battles the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Former tag team partners here on ARW, now vying to be the first ever actual heavyweight champion. Want to say hello to everyone from Gamers United Discord, Wrestling Cup Classic, Twitter, Instagram, however you found us. We appreciate you for being here. I am at Jeff Sunday on Twitter, at Jeff Sunday GG on Instagram. Throw me a follow if you would. It'd be great to interact with you on that forum. So without further ado, we are ready to head on down to the ring. And coming to the ring first, he is the former WWF champion, Kofi Kingston. And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Beast and the new WWF champion. Check that, WWE. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. These two recently met in the ring on the debut of SmackDown on Fox, which saw Brock winning the WWE Championship from Kofi in a 5-second squash. Certainly not what many of the fans were expecting. Kofi was certainly the underdog, but almost an insult the way that all went down. But tonight, I'm going to put it right out there. I am rooting for Kofi to advance and take one step closer to becoming the first ever actual heavyweight champion. But it's a monumental task, taking on the Beast incarnate. And could it be? No. Thought we were going to see the first German suplex from Brock Lesnar, one of his signatures. That German suplex, Suplex City. He'll take you there, and you'll wish you never came. But enziguri from Kofi. So far, Kofi's already outlasted his previous outing against Lesnar. The match literally was 5 seconds, if that. But Brock goes to the ground and pound. Not good for Kofi. He covers up. And this is what Kofi's going to need to do. Use the speed and agility. Nice knife edge chop there from Kofi and transitions into the single leg Boston Crab. Gonna slow down Lesnar here. Front face lock by Lesnar, and there's a suplex, snap suplex by the Beast. Not good news for Kofi here. He goes for a suplex of his own, and he got it. Vertical suplex by Kofi lands. Audience impressed with his ability to get up the Beast. And they're trading rights and lefts now. Kofi not backing down, but one big right hand sent him to the mat. And Brock going right back to the ground and pound. And Kofi's got no answer there. Sends Brock into the ropes, but too strong. He hangs on there. And Brock has him up. Spine buster by Lesnar. Oh, and Kofi's in trouble here. Referee Aubrey Edwards checking on him here. She is sanctioned to stop the fight if she doesn't believe a wrestler can continue. 5 minutes gone. And now Kofi with the European uppercut. Kofi's mostly been on the defensive here, but he hits a Frankensteiner. Goes back to that single leg Boston Crab. Gonna wear down the Beast as much as he can while he's not on that vertical base. Oh, and here come the knees from Lesnar. Took Kofi off the canvas. He was airborne off that knee to the midsection. Thought it was going to be an F5 there, but Kofi slips and Brock gets behind him. No release. German suplex sends Kofi flying to the outside. What strength by Lesnar. And Kofi has a chair. Kofi has a chair. Look out. Oh, and he got Brock in the back, and Brock didn't even sell it. Picks him up again and tosses him out of the ring. Another release, German suplex, and Kofi's going to need to collect himself after that. Oh, Kofi just out of instinct breaking the count, but you can bet he's feeling the effects of those two suplexes. And a chant breaks out. They don't want to see Kofi leave too soon, but the chair didn't work on this man. What is it going to take? Brock now dropping the knees to the midsection of Kofi. F5 coming. F5. It's an F5 by Lesnar. And my God, could this be it? Could that be it? Lesnar not so good with the positioning there. Kofi able to get the rope break. Sends Brock into the corner. And Kofi's measuring him now. Heads at the top and a monkey flip by Kofi. Kofi now goes to the chin breaker. Drop kick from Kofi lands. And now the former WWE champion goes for the ride on a belly-to-belly suplex from Brock. And Brock has time to catch his breath and sets Kofi up for another belly-to-belly suplex. And that last knee seemed to really take it out of Kofi there. Brock sends Kofi into the ropes and kitchen sink right to the midsection. Kofi with a clever roll-up here, gets the 1 count. And things are starting to look grim for Kofi as he goes for another ride on the F5, and Brock is taunting now. Brock is warming up as he means to say to this crowd, another suplex, hangs on, and another tossing suplex up to 6 or 7 now, and Brock has control. Deadlifts Kofi from the mat, hits him with another German. Kofi, though, answers right back, puts Brock in the corner, but Brock playing a bit of possum. Kofi fighting his way out of the corner with a knife edge chop now. And could it be the third F5? It is. And Kofi's in trouble here. Brock goes for the cover. Outside leg hooked. 2. And it's a 3 count. Brock Lesnar waving the national bird to this capacity crowd. And Kofi Kingston has been eliminated from the actual heavyweight championship tournament. Brock Lesnar advances. And he will face the winner of Macho Man Randy Savage taking on the Dragon, Ricky. Coming to the ring first from Sarasota, Florida, the Macho Man Randy Savage. And his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. And their match at WrestleMania 3, widely regarded as one of the best pro wrestling matches in WWE or WWF history. Ricky Steamboat won the Intercontinental Championship that night from Savage, paying off a highly contested and heated build-up to WrestleMania 3. So Steamboat won the last one. He'll look to win it again, but it's a step up from the Intercontinental. This is for the actual heavyweight championship, a shot to win it all. This 32 competitor tournament, single elimination. It is win or go home. As much like their real life matchup, thus far, these two measuring each other, deliberate pace, not afraid to get the action started early as Savage hits a double axe handle on the back of Ricky Steamboat, follows it up with a big left hand. And there's a signature arm drag takedown by the Dragon. Picture perfect. So many have modeled their arm drag after that one just there. And a quick cover by Steamboat, but no count. Sends Macho into the ropes, and Macho hangs on. Savage now digging in that headlock, working on Steamboat as he shoves him away, and a huge scoop slam now by Savage. And double underhook by Steamboat. Suplex. Got Macho Man up. Here's a cover here. Just a 1 count as Savage kicks out. And a knife edge chop by Steamboat, answered by a right hand from Macho Man. They're trading now, and the right hand wins out. Macho Man. Now, just choking here. Aubrey Edwards going to count him here. He has a 4 count to release that choke. And Macho not wasting any time to start fighting dirty and see if he can't get an edge, get an advantage, and try to win out. Hook and collar tie up. Steamboat sends Savage to the outside, and Ever the Sportsman heads to the middle of the ring and allows Savage back into the ring. Not sure Savage would have returned the favor. And they tie up in a big left hand by Steamboat. Backslide, has him for the pin here. 1, and Savage kicks out. Savage, a second-generation pro wrestler, son of Angelo Poffo. Roll up here by Steamboat, another 1 count. Came up in Memphis working against Jerry Lawler. Signed with the WWF in 1985 and quickly became one of their top heels. And another man who joined WWF around that time, of course, none other than Ricky Steamboat. Right around the same time, 1985, these two joined, and by 87, WrestleMania 3, they were tearing the house down, stole the show the night Hogan slammed Andre. And a vertical suplex now from Steamboat lands, and he goes for the quick cover here. Smart strategy by Steamboat to consistently go back to the cover, make sure that he's keeping Macho Man honest. As a reversal here into the ropes, and back body drop lands for Macho Man Randy Savage. And the Macho Man double axe handle on the base of the neck of Steamboat. And Macho Man fires up this crowd and receives a lukewarm response, but Macho going up to the top. Could it be? Yep. It's the flying elbow from Macho Man into the cover. 2 and just barely kicks out. Aubrey Edwards sees the shoulder of Steamboat come up off the mat just in time. And Macho Man with a running right hand. And that has Steamboat dazed here. And the spike pile driver not going to help. And the snapmare takedown right back to the cover. Goes Steamboat. He gets a 2 count this time. It doesn't feel like he's the aggressor, but he's managing to keep Savage down now for 2 seconds. But Savage with the back body drop going back up top. This time drops a couple of knees across the midsection of Steamboat. But Steamboat picks himself up off the canvas and small package here. Roll up, just a 1 count. Savage escapes in a left hand. Flash KO. Flash knockdown on Steamboat, I should say. A double axe handle to the back, and Macho Man this time hits the elbow on the back of Steamboat. Pulls him away from the rope. Could be going for the cover here. But it's a rope break. Steamboat gets a foot on the rope. Savage sends Steamboat to the ropes. He blocks that elbow, sends him back to the ropes, and this time shoulder tackle by Steamboat sends Savage flying. And this time Steamboat drops a fist on Savage, missed with the chop, goes for the backslide, but gonna be a rope break. Savage right up against that rope there. And Full Sail Arena just waiting to see how this one plays out. Steamboat finished their last meetup at WrestleMania 3, and as a running lariat lands for Savage, sends Steamboat back into the ropes, and another back body drop, and Macho Man taking in this crowd at Full Sail Arena. Could this be the end? Could he be looking for another elbow to wrap it all up? But Steamboat showing moxie. But he takes a big clothesline. And now Savage with a quick schoolboy roll up here. 2 and 3 count. Savage with a quick roll up snuck one on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Randy Savage will face Brock Lesnar in round 2 of the actual heavyweight championship tournament. What a match between these two. A rematch of their classic bout. And Savage got one back. Coming to the ring at this time from Davenport, Iowa, the current WWE Universal Champion, the Beast Slayer, Seth Rollins. And his opponent from Brooksville, Florida, Bray Wyatt. Aubrey Edwards calls to a start to the matchup, and here we go. Some were confused, and even more were disappointed in how their match at Hell in a Cell ended. Tonight, we will have a definitive winner between Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. These two certainly know each other very well. Products of the system out in NXT, that Performance Center. Both stars of NXT came up to the main roster. Feuded when it was the Shield taking on Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. Have come such a long way. Rollins won the title at WrestleMania this year from Brock Lesnar. And Bray Wyatt returned from some time away with this new Fiend persona that is striking fear into the hearts of the Raw roster, and especially the Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. But tonight, WWE titles aside, this is for a shot at the actual heavyweight championship. And these two men are here to compete and show they belong, as Seth Rollins tosses Bray Wyatt over the top rope with a back body drop. Measures Bray and hits a DDT in the center of the ring. Bray sends Rollins into the ropes, but Rollins takes him down, gets a 1 count on a quick cover. They tie up, front face lock, vertical suplex, sends Bray to the outside. Aubrey Edwards start the count, and Rollins, you can see this is how heated the rivalry is between these two. Wasn't going to wait. He was going to bring the fight right to Bray Wyatt on the outside. And now they're trading blows here in the middle of the ring. Lefts for rights. Bray gets the better end of that exchange. If you're just joining us, this is actually real wrestling. And night 1 of the actual heavyweight championship tournament. A 32 competitor bracket. Single elimination. Everyone vying to become the first ever actual heavyweight champion. This is Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt from WWE. The winner will take on the winner of our next match, our main event. Even though these admittedly are all main event quality matches. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kazuchika Okada in our main event. Coming up next. And Rollins now with shoulders to the midsection of Bray Wyatt. This audience at Full Sail sound kind of split at this point. Not clearly behind any one of these two. Clubbing blow to the back by Wyatt. Follows it up with a left hand. And this time Rollins answers back with a clubbing blow of his own. Bray's hot on the heels of Rollins. Sends him back to the ropes and just headbutts him. That puts Rollins on the canvas. Elbow by Rollins now, looking to create some space. And mandible claw by Bray. Bray Wyatt has the mandible claw on Rollins. He's in a bad way, but Rollins able to escape. Bray Wyatt using the mandible claw, popularized by Mankind back in the Attitude Era. He's using it to devastating results. Is Wyatt here. Front face lock and the reverse suplex slam. And there's Sister Abigail by Bray Wyatt. His finishing maneuver. Cover here, but Rollins able to get the foot on the rope. Gets the rope break. DDT now by Rollins. Needs to get on the offensive here if he wants to find his way back into this matchup. And Rollins front face lock and a package pitting predicament here. And applause from the Full Sail University arena. Backs up for a super kick. Does Rollins. Repositions Wyatt here. Putting him into the ropes. Rollins to the opposite side. There's the jumping knee by Rollins. He's up top. Phoenix Splash doesn't connect. Wyatt's up at the last moment. Just in time. And Bray now going back on the offensive. Lands 2 quick fists to the head of Rollins and proceeds to smash him to the canvas again. Hits the ropes and big clothesline from Bray there. Rollins is on Dream Street and Sister Abigail could keep him there permanently. Here's a cover from Bray. 2.9 count. It looks like Rollins escaped at the last second there. Back body drop by Bray. And look at the mug on Bray here as he not even sure that he's breathing air there. This demon hitting these clubbing blows to the back of Rollins, and Seth Rollins is in a bad way here. Side back body drop by Bray Wyatt, and Chippa 157 with the follow. Thanks for the follow as Rollins hits a sling blade and fires up here. Looks like he's ready to deal some offense here. Double underhook, hits the pedigree. Stolen from Triple H here. Has him covered. 2, and Bray just manages to kick out from the pedigree. Couldn't get much closer than that, but a jumping knee from Rollins. And now they're back to trading blows. Rollins with the left hands, Bray with the rights. Rollins hits a super kick and Bray stays down. DDT hits again for Rollins. There's that fisherman package pin again. 2. 2 count. Aubrey Edwards keeping a close eye here. And it's that rock bottom by Bray Wyatt. Front face lock and drops Rollins again. Rollins hits the super kick. Could he be setting him up here? There's a V trigger. Had him by the wrist control. Covers up. 2. And Bray kicks out at the last moment. Lands a left hand, sends Rollins into the ropes. And Rollins, with a shoulder tackle, takes down Bray Wyatt. Rollins now headed in the ropes himself. V trigger. The knee lands on the side of the head, but Bray no-sells it right back up. Ready to continue to inflict damage. And there's another V trigger from Rollins. Goes for the cover, but Bray gets the rope break. Highly contested matchup here as Bray with a face buster then takes a DDT from Rollins. They're going back and forth. The opening part of the matchup saw Bray Wyatt largely dominating. Wyatt now going for the ride on the neck breaker. Rollins with a front face lock. Falcon Arrow into the pin. Rope break. And Bray has Rollins in the corner. And Rollins dodges at the last minute. Bray eats a turnbuckle. Elbow to the back of the head of Wyatt now. And Rollins going for the ride, escapes the front face lock and sends Bray back to the opposite end of the ring. Ties up. Gonna see if he can't blow up Bray just by making him run the ring. But a kick to the midsection puts Rollins down. Scoop slam by Seth Rollins. And a front face lock puts Bray onto the canvas. And here we go. Rollins lands the elbow. Bray answers right back. Shot to the midsection. Running clothesline hits for Rollins, and now wrist control and a V trigger. Rollins with a cover in the center of the ring. 3 counts. Seth Rollins has defeated Bray Wyatt, and Rollins, coming off the loss to Ibushi, gets his first victory on ARW, and it's a big one. It means he's advancing to round 2 of the actual heavyweight championship tournament. And you looked up, this card just flew by. We are ready to go to our main event. To close out the night, it will be Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling, facing his longtime rival and more recently his friend Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker and current IWGP. Coming to the ring at this time from Gifu, Japan, the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And his opponent, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Fight. These two know each other extremely well from their battles over the years for the IWGP Championship. Hiroshi Tanahashi himself, he's a record-setting 8-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, but not currently. He's these days starting to transition into more and more commentary, less and less the feature attraction, because that distinction belongs to his opponent, Kazuchika Okada. Okada, the current IWGP Champion. He's had fewer reigns, but he's held the belt longer cumulatively than Hiroshi Tanahashi at this point. These two know each other extremely well. They were recently tag partners on ARW, challenged. They were in that first matchup to crown the first ever actual tag team champions against Asuka and Finn Balor. Came up short. And after Tanahashi was eliminated, it spelled the end for Okada, and Okada was not able to get the victory. And so, no longer tag team partners, now battling for a spot to advance in round 2 to face Seth Rollins and hopefully advance beyond that. Have a shot at becoming the first ever actual heavyweight champion. As Okada thought about going to the top rope, thought better of it. Drop toe hold by Tanahashi. And when you know your opponent this well, it's not likely either of them will fall into any of the traps. And we might just see long-ended exchanges like that of strikes. These two have traded so many strikes over the years. What's a few more between friends? As an early Rainmaker clothesline hits for Okada. Cover here. 2 and Tanahashi kicks out. First near fall of the matchup. Left hand by Okada. Backslide now by Tanahashi. His first pinning attempt. No count. And referee Aubrey Edwards using her discretion there to not get down if it doesn't look like there's going to be a count. But a Rainmaker clothesline. Second one lands for Okada. He goes for the cover. He has another 2 count. Oh, and another close fall. Even closer than the last. Big open palm strike and a drop kick to the knee of Okada. Lands for Tanahashi. Sends him into the ropes and a jumping Superman punch by Okada, but he eats a boot. Tanahashi. And Tana fights his way out of it now. European uppercut there. Dragon leg whip signature for Tanahashi. Okada headed upstairs now and drops the flying elbow right into the cover. 2. And a close call there. 3 of them so far for Okada, and Tanahashi really needs to rethink the strategy. I think he might have taken his own bump there on the turnbuckle. And Okada was going to go for the Rainmaker pose, but Tanahashi breaks it up with an elbow. And Okada going back up top here. Goes for the elbow. It lands. Here's another cover. And another close pinning predicament there. Nearly had the ace out of this tournament. Sends Okada into the corner, and Tanahashi with another Superman punch. Follows it up with a European uppercut. Texas cloverleaf submission by Tanahashi, and Okada was inching over to the rope, decided to just kick out on his own steam. And there's that drop kick. This time Okada dodged it, sends Tana into the ropes, and a big boot waiting for him on the way back. Jumping double axe handle smash lands for Okada. He's repositioning now into the STF. Has Tanahashi in a tough spot here. Aubrey Edwards checking on him, but Tanahashi able to escape. Sends Okada into the corner, and another Superman punch into the corner, and then scoop slam sends Okada to the outside. Tanahashi gonna take this opportunity to collect himself and catch a breather as Okada breaks the count at just 4. Here's that dragon leg whip. Tanahashi was waiting on him and then goes right into the Texas cloverleaf submission. Knee to the midsection by Okada. Answers back, but he eats an elbow. And Tanahashi really focusing on the legs. Man can't walk, man can't fight. Seems to be the strategy of Tanahashi, so he's working on the legs. Goes for a confident pin here. Can't expect to put the Rainmaker away with that pin. Not without a sling blade or high fly flow, the top rope finisher of Tanahashi. As Okada reverses this here into that neck breaker across the knee. and puts Tanahashi into the corner. Measures in now, misses with the elbow into the corner. The veteran goes for the cover and has a 2 count. Okada kicks out and hits a swinging neck breaker. Okada now, Rainmaker, clothesline, dialed it up. He got it, cover in the center of the ring. 2, and it's a 3 count. The Rainmaker advances. Kazuchika Okada will face Seth Rollins in round 2 of the actual heavyweight championship tournament. And with that, we have reached the end of tonight's action. Night 1 did not disappoint. And we've got another set of 4 matches. First round action coming up for you next week. Sunday, 5 o'clock. This is when we are streaming actually Real Wrestling. You can also catch us on YouTube. Head to jeffsunday.com for all of the links to social media. You can keep track of us there. And here's a preview of next week's card. It will be the Best Bout Machine, Kenny Omega, taking on his good buddy Kota Ibushi, the Golden Lovers. Not making that up. Once close friends, they will be opponents in that opening bout. And then we will have the former North American champion Velveteen Dream, an NXT matchup, taking on the current NXT champion Adam Cole. And in the third bout, Samoa Joe will battle Daniel Bryan. And in the main event of next week's card, after some disparaging remarks against the late great Dusty Rhodes, Chris Jericho will take on the Natural Dustin Rhodes one-on-one. And all 8 men vying for a spot, trying to advance in the actual heavyweight championship tournament. We thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Please follow on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, all of the places, wherever you like to get your information. Let us know you are here. Let us know you're real. We appreciate the comments, the likes, the views, all of it. Hope you're having a good time. Have a good rest of your Sunday evening, and we will see you next week.